air purifier box. I made a little hole because Bear, he'd been putting his claws, scratching, gradually making the hole wide, but not very wide. So I thought, okay, I'll make a hole, tear it open so he'll jump into the box. Magic's been in there as well, and then Bear tried to jump in, and it was all growling and yeah. So I got to throw the box out eventually because I'm not hoarding that box, but I'll keep it there for a moment. So cats, they like paper bags, they like boxes. You buy them all the toys, and they're not interested much in the toys. Sometimes they may be, but not all the time. They seem to like any package that you get. They seem more interested in that. It's their fancy, I suppose. Ugh. This is I don't know how many Pepsi I've been drinking. I'm going to stop eating this crap. I'm going to stop eating this crap Marmite. You either love it or hate it. I don't hate it. I just dislike it now. I just dislike the fucking thing. Oh, see, Bear wants to go in there. No, you're not having that Marmite. Otherwise, that'll make you want to drink. Yeah, it's. I've realised I couldn't figure it why before and such. Makes me drink a lot afterwards. All I had was a couple of sandwiches. It doesn't. It's like it makes me feel dehydrated. So no, that's it. Officially, I'm not having any more of that Marmite. I'll probably throw it in the bin. It's just making me drink, whether it be water or orange juice or a Pepsi. It's just making me drink. And I don't really need to drink. I'm going to have a problem with my tummy later because I've been drinking, taking on too much liquid. So I've got to be, yeah. I think that's what I have to research that actually. Can Marmite make you drink water or whatever afterwards? Does it make you drink a lot? Because it's obviously doing something that's kind of, unnatural. I mean, the Marmite's like, I might as well. I mean, how many sandwiches did I think I had about 4. So you put butter on the bread, and then you put the spoon in the Marmite, get it on the and then spread it on the bread. Fold the bread over, put a little bit teeny little thin bit of butter on the top, and then spread some more Marmite on top of it. Like so. And then you eat it, consume. You think, that's nice. But I might as well just might as well just put my finger in the bloody Marmite, or dip the spoon in, and have it on the spoon. Why spread it on fucking bread? I just don't understand. I'm not having any more of that shit. It's just making me drink. It's doing something. Yeah, love it. I fucking hate it. Because I hate fucking having to drink. And then I guess what? I run out of Pepsi and I've got to go and buy more Pepsi. I could drink water if I want to. There's still water. I've got plenty of that in the fridge. So the aftertaste or whatever is doing something around the lower part, around here in your mouth. and it's just going to make you fucking drink fucking maybe a litre. I've almost finished one bottle of Pepsi. That's 1.5 fucking litre, for Christ's sake. Ugh. Ugh, I can taste that fucking Marmite still, I think. Oh, never mind about some guy doing some thing on YouTube. What the fuck does he do? I think he sticks a spoon into some cinnamon or whatever the heck it is, something spicy, some powder, whatever. He puts the spoon, gets a big, and then just sticks it in his mouth. Probably about 4 second later, spitting it out, and he's grabbing the nearest glass of water he can drink. I think it'd be just easy just to dip your finger on and taste the pain and think, ugh, you know, not a whole bloody spoon of it. So it'd be just like Marmite, going into the jar with a big spoon, boom, pull a gunk of Marmite that looks like fucking tar that they spread over the fucking road, and then, yeah. I think also they use it as well as you can also melt it or put hot water with it, like a Bovril. You can also use it for cooking. That's the Pepsi that I've had. You can also use it for cooking, but I don't use it for cooking, but can be. So you can use it a few ways, but that's the last time I'm having it. And oddly, funny, weird. You know, I've had Marmite for years, but recently I've noticed, I'm like, why is the shop across the road? Where I look on the shelf, where's the Marmite? I'll come back the next week. Where's the Marmite? Come back the next week. Where the bloody hell's the Marmite? Are they getting it in and it's selling out so damn quick, or they're just not getting a supply in? They hadn't had a supply of Marmite across the road for about 6 or 7 weeks. I'm thinking, check out on the internet, go to Marmite, thinking they might have gone bust or something. You know, they've been around for decades, and then I look and see, they're still about. They're just not getting supply in, I suppose. Maybe it's no one likes the fucking shit, you know. Because I go over the road and I still look on the shelf. And the other day when I went over the shop again, because I bought it one day and then I went back the other day and they still got a supply of it, but it didn't look like they were selling them out, sort of thing. So I think it's a case of people maybe. It's elusive. I never used to have this problem, I don't think, with Marmite. Drinking. I can't recall. Now, take this with a grain of salt or pinch of salt, you know. I mean, I'm thinking maybe something to do with the injection that we had in the arm. You know, that sort of thing. Whether it's done some sort of chemical imbalance with our biological system, and maybe some foods or something or whatever. Now, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of conspiracy. I do know one thing: my saliva. I know that's totally different. I know it was more thin. It was more thinner. It was different before I had that injection, that jab. And it wasn't noticeable until maybe a month or a couple of months later. And I was just noticing that the saliva was different. I was noticing, why is my saliva seem thick? It seems thicker. You know, like if you add something watery, thin it out. It just seemed different. It's like that thing has done something to our body system, and we said yes. We gave the consent. We said, yeah, okay, stick that fucking thing in me. I don't want this COVID shit and all this or whatever, corona or fucking whatever. I've only had the injection once, and I've never even caught it. I've never even caught the fucking thing. I've had friends, they've had 2 injections in them, and they've caught the fucking thing not once, but twice. Another friend or whatever, 3 fucking times. I think what they did to everyone is wrong. And I think it's kind of done some imbalance. It's done something. Because someone else says, you know, it's nanoids or nanoroids or paranoids or something. I don't know, some fucking computer, micro, tiny little fucking whatever. Fucking, it's weird. We allowed that shit. I can't fucking believe I fucking said yes. Or anyone else would say yes. But it's like hit or miss. It's like hit or miss. And yet I know friends, and they caught the fucking thing several other fucking times. Feels like a cold. I got a cold and all this. They do the test and they got it. Maybe it's Marmite. maybe Marmite. Just the Pepsi effect again, I'm afraid. Can you believe I've had that slice of lemon in there since yesterday? I want to get as much out of the lemon as I can, you know, before I throw it away. I mean, what's the point? I mean, you know how much a fucking lemon is? It's 50p a lemon. I remember when the lemons were a little bit cheaper than that. 50p, fucking hell. It won't be too long until a lemon costs £1. I seem to remember lemons being a bit cheaper one time. But what do they call this? Supply and demand. Yeah, so give me thoughts on what you think on fucking Marmite. I doubt other countries get it, but you can order it, you know, and get it imported. But personally, I've passed on it. I wouldn't even consider it. I wouldn't recommend Marmite. I don't know many other friends that have it, but I wouldn't recommend it because it does something. I'm not sure if anyone else notices it, but it makes my mouth dry. But maybe too much of it I had. Maybe if a little bit, tiny. Less is more, they say, you know. I'm rambling. I just don't know how to stop the video. Because it's trying to get things over to, you know, not to push opinion. Even though I like to push the opinion on the trinnov. Because I know that's bullshit. That is total bullshit. It's not like, oh, wow, a trinnov is great, you know. If I thought a trinnov was honestly great, I would have bought a trinnov. But 28 grand is not worth it, and the fucking thing is useless. I don't care how many sub-bass channel you can get out of it. Big deal. You can do that with a cheap Behringer. Get a cheap Behringer used. Buy a few of them. And then daisy chain the bloody things together, and then you can get 12 channels of sub-bass. You're the same, and do multi-inputs and so forth, and it's easy, piss easy. You don't need to buy a Storm Audio just because it's like, most people are sub-bass obsessed. Fuck's sakes, fucking cinemas. Fucking years ago were doing multi-fucking subs from basic 1 sub, depending on the auditorium size. Big premiere size auditoriums, typical, would use somewhere from 6 to about 8 subs, and that 8 was about a maximum. A period around during the 1980s and 90s, during into the 2000s and such, I think it started to change a little bit, but it's simple. It's simple. It's not using a trinnov or anything. It's simple, But most people think in their head that they need this. Any indistinguishable advance, but you know the quote, the Arthur C. Clarke quote. Any advanced technology is insignificant against magic, and to make something a presence, you know, to give a presence or something, and you're trying to create this illusion or whatever. And don't forget, nature itself cannot be fooled. Nature is what it is. And all these subs and fucking shit and today, you know, it's artificial. It's synthetic, artificial. It's like a drug, a sub drug. And then the other thing is, man invents it, and then man comes along thinking he needs to buy it. There are certain things that you can buy that are just as good as the real thing, you know. I mean a trinnov, that is. You don't need a fucking trinnov or a Storm Audio. Or certainly not even a Denon or a Marmite 15.4. Guess what? They've suddenly now discontinued using 8-channel input on the Marmites and the Denon. There's no 8-channel input on it. Oh, a lot of good that would be for me. Anyone else? No, because they're all suckers. They're all gullible people that want to buy a blue 4K format. Oh, yeah. It won't be too long until you won't see optical inputs on the bloody thing. Not even a coaxial input. And then, oh, how the fuck am I going to play a Laserdisc player on this? Because Laserdisc has got theatrical sound mix. You know? A Laserdisc, piss all over a Dolby Atmos. Piss all over it.